morning, everyone. How are we all going today? It looks like we're going to have quite a nice day here in Queensland. Bit of a breeze blowing, but we've got a few clouds around. But other than that, it is blue sky. Sorry, I've got an itchy nose. So, yeah, so hopefully it's going to be a nice day. My name's Suzie, and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. So I'm actually in the suburbs of Brisbane. So if you have any crafting needs, whether it's paper craft or scrapbooking or cards, I can help you as long as you don't have a distributor. So in your need of ribbon, designer series paper, cardstock, alcohol markers, inks, any glues, anything like that, we can help you out. So we have quite a big range of products, plus to our papers, our designer papers, give you everything that matches. So, hi Tanya, lovely to see you. How are you going? So the designer papers all match, so it takes the problem of searching for things to go with the paper. Oh, thank you, thank you. It all matches and it gives you the colours on the back of the designer paper. So you don't have to worry about it. You've got it all there. So, and sometimes you might want to put a different cardstock or something in it. So there you go. Now, a couple of things that are housework. It's been a bit of a busy day. So, hi Sarah, how you going? Lovely to see you. So we've got our card retreat. So that is 15 cards and it's $288. So it isn't expensive just after Christmas. But if you've got your rewards, like I've got 200 and something reward points, you can put them to it and then you hardly have anything to pay out of your own pocket. So that makes it achievable than spending 288 straight off the cuff. And of course you will get your reward points for that as well. So the other thing that's happening today is our $9 vouchers. So if you spend $90 in products, then you will get a $9 voucher. It comes in the form of an email. So what I do when this happens is I make a little tab up and I put the name vouchers Stampin' Up on it, and I put all my vouchers in there. So if I order a big order or even a $300 order, whatever, I put the emails into that voucher pocket that I've made. That way I don't lose them, because the last one that we had, I can't remember what it was for, it was towards the end of last year, I couldn't find it. I must have deleted it. So I missed out on the $9 gift. So yeah. Also too, you can trade them in on the 3rd of February to the 28th. So it starts now until the 2nd of February. So any orders there, you get the $9 as long as you spend 90. You can redeem them from the 3rd of February to the 28th of February. So that's why if you put them in a safe place, then you've got to redeem them. So other than that, the product of the month is a word stamp. So it seems quite a nice one. I put that in my put an order in this morning. So I've added that because I already had the blue paper. So that's all our housekeeping done this morning. Now we're going to go down to the desk because you know I don't like to keep waffling on. And we'll see what sort of a card we're going to make today. So just bear with me while I change my video to the desk. And of course check my audio because for some reason it won't hold it. Okay, so here's our card we're going to make today. So it's a step card and it's got all these beautiful flowers on. So that's what we're here for. We're going to do, and I put this little strip here as well. So this is what we're going to make today. It is quite a bit of work, especially the little flowers, and I'll show you how to do the flowers. So we're using Fragrant layers. So this is a beautiful set. I love it. It has got so many different stamps that you can use and some lovely sayings too. And then of course we've got dies, so which I have on a magnetic sheet. So this is what we're doing today. So we'll pop this out of the way for a moment. And we're going to cut our paper to make our step card. So the card itself is 7. So we have to put our arm out. Let me make my coffee because my throat's getting a bit scratchy again. So it is 7 inches. And that's by 11. So we turn it around and we go to 11. So that is our card. So then on the short side, I'm going to do a pencil line from 3.5 inches of there. And I'm going to do that all the way up. Yeah, just want to so just a light line down the middle. On the left hand side, we're going to turn it around. Hi Sarah, hi Glenda, how you going? Lovely to see you all. So on the left hand side, I'm going to score at 5, I think it's 5.5. I made myself a little template. So it's 5.5. Better move that up so I don't. Hi Deb, how you going? Lovely to see you. So just down to that pencil mark that we've made. Okay. Then we're going to turn it around and we are going to do 1.5 inches. So 1.5 inches, and we're going to score again down to that pencil line. Then we're going to do 2.5. Hi Kim, how you going? So at 2.5, we're going to score again. And then we're going to 5 inches. And score again down to the pencil line. Then we do 8 inches. And then we go to 9.5 and score it again. And do that to our pencil line. So then we're going to cut down the middle where our pencil line is. So we're going to put that into our groove so that both ends are straight. So we're going to start at the first score line, which is here. Hi Lynn, did I say hello to you before? I can't remember, sorry darling. And I'm going to cut down this line to the bottom score line. So once we've got that in the middle, get rid of that. Make sure I didn't move it then. So our first score line is at about 1.5. So I'm going to go from that top one and I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom one. Just a little bit more. Okay, so now we've got the base of our card. So we're going to score it and get our bone folder. God, we're going to bring that in. And then this one is mounting. The next one is a valley. So that's mounting. And that one's a valley. And then this middle one is mounting again. So we'll score those. Because the best, if you score it well, then it will stand better. So my grandson is arriving today from Sydney. So that's how that stands. So I'm quite excited I get to go and see him and his girlfriend. So that will be good. And I did yellow paper and I want purple paper. Okay, that was silly of me, wasn't it? Oh, I've lost my bow again. So I want a couple of mats. And I think I was doing the yellow flowers and I've changed it. So these are all our flowers here and our leaves. So I want a trimmer. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing him. So that one's 3.5 by 5.25. No, need it more than that. Why did they have 5 1/8 on there? So that goes on here like that. So I want a piece that is just about under 5.5. No, 3.5. Oh, golly me, golly drummed up. 3.25 and a smidgen. And then I want it at just over 5.25. So I have to take a bit off that. I just wanted to check that we're going the right way. You know me, I like to go a little bit over so I don't get a really big one, really big. There we are, that will do for that. And then I want a small one to put in here. So this one will probably fit here. Now I've got 2 7/8. I should have gone the other way. No. So 2 7/8 and 3.25. And that will sit in there. Take a little bit off that. Just a smidgen more off. Yeah, so can't wait to go and see my grandson. soon as we only get to see him really once a year. Speed skating. I don't watch it myself. I'm not a big sport person. I didn't like sport when I was at school, so I honestly don't like sport now. So, is this over? So on the back, I'm going to put a piece with a piece of white to so you can write the message. That's okay. And what's this one? A little bit off that. And we're cooking with gas. So that's everything for the card. Okay. And this is our card base. So I'm just going to show you how I did the flowers. So out of the stamps, I used this stamp. And for the leaves, you love watching the Olympics, Tanya? So does Sarah. How far is Sydney? Me, it's the next state down. I couldn't tell you in miles or kilometres how much it is, but it is the next state down from me. So it'd be quite a way. All right, we're going to get our paper, our gold. I only just found my tweezers. I was using my cricket tweezers. So let's get rid of these. I'm going to buy some small containers and I've got several of the same colours. So I'm going to get some little containers and pop them all in. Instead of having them all, I've got another thing that's full of them as well. So I'm just going to wipe this tray out to make sure that we've got, because I use silver on it. So I don't want that silver to come through. So we've got our birthmark. I'm going to use our little day's dive, or possibly might be a bit longer. Oh, put that away. It could be a bit more than a day, Sarah. I'm really not sure because I've never driven down there. If I go anywhere, I fly. and it's a couple of hours flight. So I'm going to take my stem, give it good. I'm going to do 3 extra. Now, just bear with me because I'm going to turn the fan down. Because the other day I did it and forgot to turn the fan down and wondered why I had embossing powder everywhere. The flight's about 2 hours, yeah, that's right. About a 10-hour drive. Okay. Hi, Nicole, lovely to see you. You're trying to set up a Zoom. You have to wait until your daughter gets back from holidays. It gets a bit like that, doesn't it? 20 hours, just looks it up. Well, there you go, Sarah. 20 hours. All right, Kim, we'll see you later. I didn't think it was 20 hours, but still. Now I'm going to put my gold. Bye, Kim. Over this. So we have our flowers. They're good. You know me, I like doing things that you Googled it, Sarah. Just bear with me a moment because you'll hear a bit of noise. I still enjoy watching these. Doesn't matter how many times I do it, I still enjoy watching it change. See, it's starting to go now. Your Google says now it's in 35. I'm going to turn this around quickly and do the last one. Okay. There we are, all done. So we're going to cut these out. I'm going to use the mini for that. And I found my plates. I'd hidden them under something in the drawer. So I'm going to still use this, what was the top plate, which has got a crack in it, and my number 1 plate. And then I've got a nice clean number 2 plate. So we're going to get the front side. So we're going to get the dye out, which was this one, because if you use that one, it cuts out all the petals. So we're going to get that one. I'll put the fan back on now because I'm starting to melt already. I hope that's not too noisy for you. Sydney to Melbourne's 9 hours. Melbourne, yeah, Melbourne is a separate state. So Queensland's the state here, then you have Sydney, and then you have Melbourne after Sydney. I'm going to leave that to put away afterwards. So I'm going to take our dye, and I found, you see where that bump is there on that one, and there's a bump here, so I used there. Okay, that's how Mr. Doodler's got it wrong. And I'm going to take some tape and stick that down. Isn't it funny? We always have different conversations every time we meet. It's always like something different, which is great. So we'll put that down, and I'm going to use my nice new one. Now with this too, the middle comes out. It'd be nice if it didn't, but it does. So there's one. Look at our little, there it is. I don't always get it exactly to fit neither. Sometimes I'm a bit out. So one more to do. That's why I left it, to show you what I do with, what I did with it. So that's the lump, the bump. Okay, that can go in rubbish. That can go away until I need it again. And a little bit. So that's there. Now I'm going to take these and I'm going to take a small block and gorgeous grape. Hi, Lorraine. Okay. We have a lot of open spaces, Sarah. We could fit Australia into the whole of Europe just about. So I'm going to put a little drop of water in here. And mix it around. And I'm just going to pour the paint in the flowers. I'll put a bit of this flower off. Because I line it up what I think is right. And you can't really see. So we're just going to do these quickly. I just wanted you to have an idea of the process and what we're looking at. Sorry if I go quiet on you while I'm doing this. I think about a bit of paper towel. I don't think I've thrown it away. Yeah, the States has a lot more than what we do, and a lot bigger. And a lot more people. Amazed me when I was over there. And the left-hand driving. I didn't drive in the States itself, but I did drive when we did the islands on Hawaii. I drove there. My girlfriend wasn't going to drive. And only once did I go up the wrong side of the street, which was good. I knew I had it. So we'll get rid of that. Now we just need to put some water through our aqua painter until it runs clear. But the purple does stain the brushes. Okay, go over to Canada. I did Montreal and Quebec for the two places I went in Canada when I was over there. All right, let's get rid of this. Bring back our card. And then we're going to put get our glue. Now, I dropped my lid somewhere and I haven't found it. Oh, still going to go, that's good. So we're going to put this on. So as you know, I only prefer to have just a fine line of white with the border. Okay, so that's that one. And this one is going to go into this place here. Yeah, we would love you to come here, Sarah. And you've got lots of people that you could stay at too that have spare rooms. I'm just going to flatten that out. Very much in it. Yeah, that's right. Could have done it a little bit longer, but you can get away with it. I don't know what I measured there, but I was so out. But that doesn't matter, because we really only see the top bit. Okay. So I'm going to put the back on too, because it will be harder to put the back on once we, and I might stamp on it first too, because it will be harder once the flowers are on there. It'll be a little bit bumpy. So what are we going to use as a sentiment? So we've got so happy for you, hello, it's your birthday. So I'm going to put the hello on the front, but I want this for the back. So I think it's your day. What do you reckon? So if you put it's your day, no, don't want that big one. No, I'll do. I'm going to put this on the lines so that I can pick it up and it's straight. I'm going to go back to my gorgeous grey. And I'm going to put on there, it's your day. And then I'm going to put our flower just in the bottom there. There we go. Close this up until I want to do the other. And we're going to put this onto our backing. I'm going to put that on there. And then we'll stick this on the back. So there we go. So that's done. Now we're going to start putting our flowers. So I did all these flowers on Sunday so that I wouldn't have to do all of them on here because that would be impossible. So I'm going to just sort of flick the ends up, give it a bit of depth. Now, unfortunately with this one, and the ends come out. So I'm going to start there. I'm going to put glue, dabs of glue. I'm going to put one there. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue in the middle there, and I can fit in. So there. Now you're not going to get it back in exactly. So just sit in there, and what I did with the other one is I put a small gem on the top. So we're doing all things at once. So just flick it a bit to give it a bit of substance and a bit of dimension. Put a little bit of glue. Stick it on there. These are so fiddly. I should have just left it in there. But you're never going to get it in exactly in the right spot. And then again, put a diamante on it. I suppose I could have flicked them all before I put them in the container. And I'm trying to work as fast as I can. Okay, 3 or 4 days, rest of us. It's such a vast country. Oops, no, the whole lot's come out. So that's there. Now I'm going to start on the bottom here. So I'll put one there. Yeah, I've already got one on there. Look at that. Oh, that's why, because it came out of there. When I put the and this is a whole lot of, I want to go to Western Australia. See the gorge and everything. It's such a beautiful place. I only marginally saw it when we arrived. The boat stopped in Fremantle. And my mum's sister's eldest boy was there. And he picked us up at the boat, the ship, and took us back to his place for lunch. Sure it is, yeah. I'm trying to sort of have a look while I'm Tasmania. Yeah, Tasmania's got some really pretty places. I'd have to go in a hike in the summer because I don't like the cold. Slipping here. So I guess this would be another card that you could do for somebody special. Yeah, I've heard that too, Lorraine, that it's like the UK. Well, they had snow on Christmas. Come on. I'm trying to turn it over and it doesn't want to go. It's up to you how many flowers you want to add to this. So I'll let Connor get settled and spend some time with his mum, because she might be going back into hospital again. She's not sure yet whether it will be a day or a couple of days. Only he's got to visit his girlfriend's parents, and I think that he's got from the 6th to the 10th off, but I don't know how long he'll actually be in Brisbane itself. So yeah, she came home for Christmas, and she was doing quite well. The doctors didn't think she would get home for Christmas, but she was determined to spend Christmas with her children. And it's amazing what the brain would do, because the doctors were astounded, sort of thing, that she had actually come out of the coma and was walking around and eating. They didn't think she would. So she was doing pretty well, thank you. And of course, he won't have a car unless He's got one of Shane's that, or his mother's that he can use. I thought they were driving up, but yeah, driving up, but they're not. They flew in this morning. What's that? Couldn't see which side was which then. There we go. Oops. So Sue would like these because these are her favourite gems. I'll text him after and see how long he's going to be here. Usually he comes and has lunch with me. When he flies up. And I haven't met his girlfriend yet. Nope, haven't put any glue there. So I'm putting these on as I go because it's easier. So you actually have to put some leaves on here now as well. I want, where did I put it? I've got a piece of acetate here. So when I can find my scissors. And I'm going to cut two pieces, so one's bigger than the other. And because it takes a while to stick to the acetate, I'm just going to do that now while I do some other stuff on there. Get it all off. Oh, it's done. Doesn't. I'll just let that dry and I'll do another one. And put that on the end of that one. Just like that. And we'll put that one up to dry for a minute. So I'm going to put another flower down here, and then we'll start adding some leaves. So this is another one that you probably need a box to put it in, or you need to give it. To somebody. These little things are sticking to my fingers. Put that there. And put another one there. Right, let's start having a few of these leaves in. So just put them anywhere you think that they look nice. So I've got some with just 2 leaves. And And the thing is, I mean, if you put it in a box or anything, it's going to squash the flowers as well, maybe. Or you can just give it to someone as with a gift, or someone that you just feel needs to be cheered up. So then we just fill in with these leaves. Just wherever you can. Let's glue these in. Actually, what I'm going to use on this acetate is some I had it yesterday. No. Had all of it yesterday. Here it is. Look, I buried it like everything else. I've just used my squeaky voice again. So I'm going to take a piece of tearing tape. Now what did I do with it? Here's this one. And drop it on the floor. I did drop it on the floor, look at that. So just a little bit. The tearing tape on this will work better than and just make sure it's stuck down. Now this card is another one of Sam Colcutt. I've just done it a little differently to what she did it. So I'm going to take this one on the acetate now. Oh, sleep tight, has lovely dreams, Deb. Sweet dreams. So I'm going to put that on so that it looks like it's floating in mid-air. Now you see why I did the back of the card first, and then we're going to put another one that is just a little bit higher up. So that's what we've got there. And now we need to fill this in with a couple more flowers. I love recreating Sam's cards. Her and Ice Magic. They do some lovely cards. A couple more middles. Drop of blue there. Pop that in. It flipped over on me. It gets a little bit dicey when you are working down into the card. It's little things. Oh, that's white one. Where do I get the white one from? Pop that there. There we go. Now let's fill it up with some more leaves. Might put 3 on there if I've got one left. There we go. Put that there. I thought I was going to need extra flowers. That's why I did another 3. It doesn't look like I will need it. So you'll have to sort of twist this around to get your leaves in place down here. Oh, sorry, Tanya, I was too busy doing this. Yes, it's a step card. I'm sorry about that, Tanya. I didn't look again for a while. Get one in there. Maybe it would be easier to put a 3-1 in there. Just poke that in. So I think we've got enough there. Jeez, I've got heaps left over. So that's what it's looking at the moment. Now I'm going to get that hello. Which hasn't been used before. So I'll need to I want a bigger piece than that because I want a circle for the hello. So I'm just going to use stylish shapes. They come in handy for all sorts of things. And I think it all fits. Now I need a bigger piece. I can't do that. That's it. Now you have that much spare paper around, and then trying to find a little bit that you want. So I'm going to stamp hello. And I'm going to do it in our gorgeous scrape again. I'm going to just do it on a piece of purple. I'm just going to smush it. It should stamp now. I'm just going to wipe that off. There we go. And then we'll put that there. Let's cut this out. So we'll put our white one, number 2, down. And I'll stick that. I don't have these. So now I'm ready to tape that. Okay. Good old stylish shapes come in handy, doesn't it? For all sorts of things. I could have done a purple on it as well. See what it looks like. It might be too big. I think it'll be too big. Just this bit over the hello. No, not quite. Oh well. That idea, didn't it? You play. Okay, Marlene, lovely to see you. Lovely chatting to your sister. Now, I'm going to put this on dimensional. I can't see my big one, so I'll put 2 little ones on there. Now I'm going to stick the hello there, and I'm going to put another couple of flowers around it. Thanks, Marlene. Just to give it, oh look, one of the leaves is stuck onto my glue gun. So I'm just going to put another one under there. No, stay there. And I'll put another one on the other side of it. It's just on the other side of the hello. This one doesn't want to stay at all. Just put another. I'll put a couple of little leaves on there. Just to finish it off. Put another one there. So that's it. Got a lot to leave. I think I have this one stuck in. So that's it. Ah! Live in Margaret River. That's one place I'd like to go to as well. So there you go, ladies. There's the card. We've got a piece on the back that you can write your note on. And that's it. So when it stands up, you've got these two little ones here that are propped up. You can put, if you want, a piece on the back here so that it doesn't show these two pieces of window tape or whatever it's called. So there we go. So I'll come back up the top. I'll find a mouse. You're welcome, Nicole. All right, so there we go. That one's a bit hanging down. So it'll stand up, and if you want to give somebody a bunch of flowers, then there it is. It's a pretty card. As I said, I saw some Colcott do it, but I've sort of changed it a bit. The flowers are the same, but not the same colour. Your sister, Marlene, lives in Margaret River. It's a small world, isn't it? Definitely. Thank you, Tanya and Nicole. Thank you, ladies, for staying with me. I know this was a bit of a long one again, but it was just so pretty. And I like to give you just something different rather just a card like we did yesterday. Oh, this is the one I finished off. So rather than doing all cards like that, just square, I like to give you something that's a bit more avid. So that one I ended up, I put a piece inside and I put some gems on it, and that's ready to go. So thank you so much for staying with me and watching with me. I know it gets a little bit long in the tooth to do these sort of cards, and I tried to do as much as I could previously. So You have a wonderful day, and if there's anybody still there from overseas, have a wonderful night. So sweet dreams to the ones where in the States and Canada, and you ladies here in Australia, have a fabulous day. If you like my content, can you please give me a thumbs up, share it if you can with other crafty friends, and ring the notification bell. I go live Monday to Friday, unless I let you know anything different. So if I have a medical appointment or some appointment, I will let you know, and I'll do one in the afternoon. So I hope you have a fabulous day. I'm going to have some lunch, and then I've got to go and do a bit of shopping. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, have a lovely night. So I'll catch you later. I'll be back tomorrow with another card for you, but I promise you it won't have lots of stuff like this one. Bye for now.